On the edge of a continent, Monaco glitters, a jewel pressed between the Mediterranean and the Alps. City lights sparkle against the sea, reflections dancing on gentle waves. Every May, the world's fastest race cars roar through its narrow streets. The Casino de Monte Carlo stands like a palace of fortune, alive with laughter and anticipation. Monaco's harbor is a forest of million-dollar yachts, fortunes won and lost in a night. Monaco reminds us, sometimes, the smallest places hold the world's greatest wonders. Beyond the casinos and coast, we travel to the soul of Europe, Vatican City, a nation within a city at Rome's heart, the smallest country, yet it guides over 1 billion hearts. St. Peter's Basilica rises grand and mighty, its dome touching the sky. Pilgrims cross St. Peter's Square, echoing prayers of generations. The Vatican museums hold treasures and the wonders of the Sistine Chapel. In the stillness of Vatican gardens, a universal message grows: peace, compassion, and hope for all humankind. Next, the road winds up steep hills and across mountain passes. Here, ancient banners still flutter in the wind. San Marino, perched high atop Mount Titano, is Europe's oldest republic. Its 3 medieval towers guard the stone city, watching over 34,000 citizens. Italian is spoken here, and the euro is used. But San Marino's heart beats to its own rhythm. A rhythm more than 1,700 years old. Each stone path tells stories of independence. The people celebrate freedom with bright festivals, and their history echoes in every alley. San Marino stands proud, a microstate that weathered empires, revolutions, and wars, yet kept its sovereignty intact. Travel east to the Alps, and the fairy tale unfolds again in Liechtenstein. A castle looks down from a high ridge over Vaduz, where German is spoken and the Swiss franc is currency. Only 39,000 people live here, nestled in valleys of green. The ruling prince, a modern monarch, guides a nation famed for its banks, peace, and prosperity. These are hidden kingdoms, small, steadfast, and secure. Their flags may be tiny on the map, but their stories are giants, woven with freedom, tradition, and quiet strength. Southward, the Mediterranean sparkles with secrets. Malta rises, a bastion of sunlit stone set amid sapphire seas. Its capital, Valletta, is a fortress city of golden walls. Here, Maltese and English mingle. The euro changes hands, and legends of knights echo through ancient streets. From the Grand Harbor to Medina's silent city, Malta is a living museum of civilizations: Phoenician, Roman, Arab, Norman, and British. Cyprus, farther east, is an island divided but never conquered. Nicosia, its capital, is split by walls and hopes for peace. Greek and Turkish are spoken, the euro and Turkish lira spent. Cyprus is a tapestry, Byzantine churches, crusader castles, and cities older than memory. Beaches gleam, ruins sleep, and every sunrise hints at the mysteries that lie within. Both islands sit at the world's crossroads. Empires have come and gone, leaving traces in temples, cathedrals, and marketplaces. Malta and Cyprus are places where the past whispers and the future waits with bated breath. What secrets remain hidden in their stones and waves? Here, history is not just remembered, it is lived every day in every breath of salt air. Northward now, to the edge of Europe's imagination, Iceland is a land of fire and ice, where volcanoes breathe steam and black sand beaches stretch to infinity. Reykjavik, the northernmost capital, pulses with music and light. Icelandic is spoken, the krona is spent, and only 380,000 people share this wild frontier. Waterfalls thunder over basalt cliffs, and the aurora paints the sky in ghostly green. Isolation shapes the Icelandic soul. Here, stories are carved from lava and sung beneath the midnight sun. Each geyser, each glacier, is a chapter in the saga of survival and wonder. Farther out, the Faroe Islands float between Norway and Scotland, 18 green jewels in the wild Atlantic. Tórshavn, the tiny capital, is painted in bright colors against moody seas. Faroes and Danish are spoken, the krona is spent, and 54,000 hardy islanders call this place home. Puffins nest on cliffs, and old ways endure, despite the winds of change. In these islands, nature is both friend and challenge. Their beauty is fierce, their culture's proud, and their mysteries deep as the ocean. Hidden in mountain shadows and river valleys, two more treasures await discovery. Andorra, nestled between France and Spain, is a highland haven of ski slopes and ancient churches. Catalan is the language, the euro, the currency, and 80,000 people live among its peaks. Andorra la Vella, the capital, buzzes with life, drawing shoppers and skiers from afar. Luxembourg, at the heart of Western Europe, is a city of spires and bridges. Luxembourgers speak French, German, and Luxembourgish. The euro fills their purses. Just over 660,000 people live here, but Luxembourg's banks and institutions touch the entire world. The Grand Duke's Palace stands in the old city, a symbol of tradition thriving alongside modern innovation. Andorra and Luxembourg are small in size, yet vast in influence. Their roles in finance, tourism, and diplomacy far outweigh their borders. In these places, quiet power and global reach walk hand in hand. Here, greatness is measured not in land, but in vision. What binds these tiny kingdoms, republics, and island states together? Their strength is not just in wealth or scenery, but in the stories they carry. Each has withstood centuries of upheaval, wars, invasions, and change, yet emerged with identity intact. Their flags are more than symbols, they are emblems of survival and spirit. These countries balance tradition and modernity. In Monaco's casinos, Vatican's basilicas, and Liechtenstein's castles, old rituals thrive beside new ideas. Their leaders, princes, popes, presidents, walk paths set by ancestors, guided by dreams of the future. Diversity flows through their cultures. Languages blend, food and music tell stories, and festivals light up the year. Here, difference is not a weakness, but a treasure. The small nations thrive because they adapt, they preserve, and above all, they inspire. In their tales, we find the core of Europe's magic, a mosaic where every tiny tile shines. Why do these small places matter so much? The answer is simple, yet profound. Influence is not measured in square kilometers or population alone. It is found in the power of an idea, the beauty of a song, the weight of a tradition, and the courage to dream against the odds. From the Vatican's prayers to Monaco's glitter, from San Marino's independence to Malta's resilience, each nation has shaped Europe's destiny. They have inspired writers, artists, and leaders. Their languages, customs, and landscapes echo through the centuries, reminding us that greatness takes many forms. Small nations are keepers of memory. They protect ancient wisdom while embracing the new. Their stories invite us to look beyond borders, to see the world not as a map of power, but as a living, breathing tapestry. In their survival, we see the enduring power of hope, heritage, and human spirit. As the night falls across Europe's smallest wonders, a new journey beckons. The light shifts eastward, where the horizon is wide and the future uncertain. Poland's forests, Hungary's rivers, Ukraine's golden fields, and the Baltic states' windswept coasts. These are the next dream and destiny destinations. What secrets wait among ancient castles and bustling cities? How will these lands write the next chapter of Europe's story? The transformation is not finished. The spirit of curiosity leads us onward. Europe's smallest kingdoms have shown us that influence comes from culture, courage, and connection. Now, as we look to the east, we carry their lessons with us into new adventures. The story continues, the map grows, and the dream remains. Endless, mysterious, and full of wonder.